Welcome back. It's been a while, but it is I, the Exploding Ivan, TEI here. And today, I'm wearing the Christmas tie because we have a very serious matter to discuss, not something of laughing matter. There will be no jokes in this video. This is exclusively to talk about a very important topic that we as a society need to come to an agreement on. What is the official tier list of the best songs from Zombies 1, 2, and 3 and Descendants 1, 2, and 3 made by Disney? It's going to be a bit of a long video, but it needs to be done. This is important, difficult to find information. And I recently, within this week even, have watched all 6 of these movies by Disney in one 24-hour period. Because of this, I've also made my own tier list with every single of the 48 songs plus 4 DLC bonus songs that Disney has released on this same movie series, these 2 movie series. I have listened to each one of these songs at least 4 times for a total runtime of about 12 hours. I think of myself as sort of an expert on a little known and hopefully not very widespread genre of music. Well, with that being said, we have 6 movies to get through, 52 songs. I'm going to be ranking all of them on a tier from S to F. Here's the 5 rankings and what they mean. S tier. S tier is a song that not just stands as a standalone good piece of music, but also contributes to the movies well and it invokes an actual emotion in me. It can't just be emotionless garbage. A tier is something that if was put on, I would listen to, and I'd be happy to listen to it, and I might even go out of my way to put it on if I'm ever craving to hear that song. B tier is a song that I could tap my foot to, but I'd probably get bored of if I listened to it for a long period of time. It's something that I would be happy to listen to once or twice, but if you started looping it for the 3rd time, I'd have to stop you. C tier is a song that I would like to put in a higher tier, but there's a couple of flaws, either with the visual presentation or the music itself, that have kind of conflicted me internally, and I've decided to just throw them all in C tier. D tier is for something that Disney loves to do, which is not actually make a song, and they just get a half minute to a minute snippet of just somebody talking in a sing-songy voice. Like, Disney, doing this is not singing, if I only do it for a minute. That's going to go in D tier because none of it's actual music. F tier is what's worse than silence. Pain. What's hurt my ears, what makes me not want to continue watching these movies, despite the plot and the characters. But anyway, if these songs make me actively not want to watch the movie or make me want to turn off the playlist and go outside, that's going straight in the F tier. With that being said, we've got 6 movies to get through. Let's get into them right away. We're going to start with Descendants 1, and we're going to follow the order that I watched them in. So Descendants 1 starts off with the song Rotten to the Core. And just as an off note, since I can't actually play you copyrighted music, and that's way too much editing, I'll just be singing the lyrics from the songs I remember. Rotten to the Core goes a little something like, I'm rotten to the core, who could ask for more? I'm rotten to the core. Of course, this is a phenomenal song. It's the cornerstone in the entire Descendants franchise. In every music, it's at least in every movie, it's at least mentioned. And they love to transition by going, I'm rotten to the core, and then cutting the next scene. So because of that, I think it's going to go in a solid A tier. I would listen to this probably infinitely. The Smile at 49 seconds in is fantastic, and I think I could definitely get behind this. Second off is going to be the song Evil Like Me, which is sung by Maleficent to Mel. This is definitely going to go in a solid B tier. The lyrics go something like, don't you want to be very, very good at being bad? Great stuff. The lyrics are fantastic. The visuals are a bit lacking. They could have definitely added a bit more. But generally, it's a nice song that I could definitely get into. I don't want to hear it often, but I would certainly put it in a solid B tier. Third of all, we're getting into Did I Mention, a song that has very creepy intuitions. Makes me kind of not want to keep watching. See, the context is that Mal has drugged the prince with a love potion in order to make him get rid of his current girlfriend and instead date Mal. So at the high school, not exactly football, but basically a sport like football, he starts singing, did I mention that I'm in love with you? And did I mention there's nothing I can do? I think of you every day, and it's ridiculous. Anyway, very interesting song. It's upbeat, poppy, but every time I think about it, I do think about the fact that it's very weird to use a love potion to, against someone's will, make them date you with the intention of them marrying you. That feels strange. So I don't like that song already. It hurts me internally whenever I listen to it. And also, it's pop garbage. So if you do hear it more than 4 or 5 times, my brain might instantly shut off. Fourth of all is going to be If Only, a phenomenal piece phenomenal. It's actually kind of hard to, I don't think I can do it justice, honestly, but it's if only, I can't do it. But basically, Dove Cameron does a phenomenal job, a vocal performance for the ages. Probably the best actual vocals in the entire Descendants franchise. For sure goes to Dove Cameron, and I think it could definitely be from specifically this song even. However, I don't like the fact the visuals, of course, need to be evaluated, and the visuals for this song are kind of lacking. It's a lot of flashbacks, which I don't like a lot in movies, especially like they didn't even add any sort of like fuzz effect or cloud effect on the flashbacks. So it's literally just them splicing together scenes. I feel like if they went back and they give it a bigger production budget, this would just be S tier easily, probably even the best song in the whole franchise, the whole 6 movies. Moving on, we're going to see Be Our Guest, which is a C rating. Be Our Guest, of course, you probably heard the original. Be our guest, put our service to the test. A generally decent song. I even rewatched it for this video, and what we'll see is that in the original, there's not a lot of background music. It's actually generally just the lamp singing. Sorry, the candle singing. Here they actually added some background music, some trumpets, some flutes, but I don't think the lyrics match anymore. You can't say, try the gray stuff, it's delicious, if there's no gray stuff on screen. It doesn't fit right. So I think they mostly just didn't want to make another song, and they just threw this one in. So I can't go above C tier. It's decent, I would listen to it, but I feel like it would be bad on my conscience if I supported Disney's decision to skimp out on the budgets, especially for these movies. Last of all, the last song in Descendants 1 is Set It Off, the closing credits scene. This is going straight into the F tier. I hated this song. Every time I listen to it, it's bad. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. It makes my spine cringe. But we'll see that it's generally not actually as bad as I'm saying. As far as the lyrics go, it's decent. It's like, let's set it off. Oh yeah. I'll be honest, it's hard for me to remember the melody. I don't remember it at all. And if I've listened to the song 4 times, that's at least 15 minutes that it's been sitting in my brain. I should probably at least remember the melody. The fact that I don't shows you how forgettable and samey it is with a lot of other songs you've heard. This lack of originality followed also. There's a moment where Ben tries to kiss Mel, and she like flips him away with her hair. I don't understand why that's happening. They're clearly already in love. They literally kiss like naturally in the second movie as if it's just something they do. So I don't see why there's a reason to just cut it off here. It feels unnecessary. Some sort of corporate Disney decision that I'll never understand. So because of that, this is definitely going to go in the F tier. It's a shame. This definitely lowers the average for Descendants. Without this song, it would probably be up there, maybe even the best music on average, but this is throwing it down. Well, that's Descendants 1. Let's hop on to Zombies 1. Zombies generally has way more songs than Descendants, and we'll see that Zombies 1 is no exception. Zombies uses a lot of reprises, stuff like that, but we'll see that as we go on. Zombies is next up in the natural watching order that I recommend, which is Descendants 1, Zombies 1, Descendants 2, Descendants 3, Zombies 2, Zombies 3. That way you maximize your misery. So first song is My Year, this is gonna be my year. A very interesting piece, definitely very showing about the racial injustice that has existed in America. And I'm not making that up. If you want to watch the video, you'll see that I'm completely correct. Basically, this song is about how 2 different sides of the barrier, with the zombies and the not zombies, both think that this is going to be their perfect year. But they're in for some wacky hijinks. Yes. The song itself is kind of boring. The visuals are pretty cool. I like the people. I think if Eliza didn't get a verse, I don't know why she's pretending she's Alexander Hamilton. She never again advocates for a revolution. It's entirely tell, don't show with that, which I don't like. So Eliza isn't a very good character. She probably shouldn't be giving a verse here for no reason at all. That doesn't have any impact on the plot. That's going to go in B tier. Next is Fired Up. Fired Up is phenomenal, but only for one reason, and that's because Bucky is in it. Bucky is a character who's a very charismatic cheerleader who thinks he's the best. And in this, I'm fired up, get fired up, we're fired up. We got something on our mind, call it victory. Great song, phenomenal. Bucky carries it though. His visuals are hilarious. It's funny. He eliminates a cheerleader just because he wants to be standing in the front. It's fantastic, great stuff. The type of comedy that I think probably the best that Zombies could ever hope for as far as comedy goes is just letting Bucky on screen and telling him to do Bucky things. So yeah, that's definitely going to go in the A tier. Next is one of the best songs on the list, one of the 3 S tier songs, and that is Someday from Zombies 1. Man, I can't even sing this, but I'll try it for you all because I've never really wanted to not embarrass myself on this channel. So let's try it. Have you heard this story? I think I heard it vaguely. A girl and a zombie. Now what could be so crazy? Someday, could this be ordinary? Someday, Could we do something extraordinary? Anyway, that's how the song goes. Fantastic stuff. If you look at the visuals, they're fantastic. They have like one bowl and they have figured out how to do everything they can with it. It's like they have $2 left in the prop department and they need to throw out the best song they can. And they succeeded. So they like spin the bowl once, make a disco light, then they put the bowl on his head to like show that he's embarrassed, then she takes it off and starts eating popcorn out of it. Fantastic stuff. You should definitely watch the video if you haven't. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, actually, I don't know what more to say. It's a perfectly done song. Fantastic vocals. The imagery is phenomenal. I don't think Disney has done better in the entire The Zombies franchise, save for one song. Anyway, though, we're going to move on to Pep Rally, which is D, as not a song tier, because it's literally just not a song. It's just 1 minute of background music with a chant. If you've been to a high school, you know what Pep Rally sounds like. I'm not going to give it as a song. I don't know why Disney would do this. Next is BAM! You're in Zombieland. I'm in Zombieland. We're in Zombieland. Watch me do it like BAM! I'm giving it a B. The song alone, if I was just evaluating the song on the vocal performance and the beat, this would go an A. However, I'm not a huge fan of the random like dancing stuff that they're doing at the club. Some of it just feels weird. The lights with the flashlight scene is weird. They like sit on some cubes for some reason. Zed keeps doing this thing where he like jumps back on his back as if he's on a trampoline, but they edit out the trampoline bounce to make it look like he's just jumping on the ground and coming up. I don't like that. Every time he goes down, my spine hurts a little bit. That's not safe. Disney, stop advocating for children to fall onto their back on hard cement. That's not safe. That's very dangerous. And for your guys' safety, I'll put this down in the B tier, hoping that some of you won't realize that it's a phenomenal song and won't watch the video and reenact it. If you do send it to me though. Next is going to be Someday Ballad. Again, this is the first ballad that Disney made in the Zombies franchise. They love just going back and re-singing a song, but only for like 1 or 2 minutes. So Someday Ballad is from the first movie, same thing. It's just them going, someday, this could be ordinary. Excuse me. Basically, it's just the same exact song, but only for 1 minute. And they made it a bit slower. The fact is, though, they did put a little bit of effort in by making it slower. This is the only time I'm going to let this pass Disney, and the only time I'll let you have a ballad or a reprise above the D tier. This will be a C tier song, but only because they actually slowed down the voices. Moving up, we're going to go to Fired Up Competition. It's a ballad song. Again, they just brought back Fired Up from earlier, but this time it's done like during the cheerleading tournament, which means as a song it's way worse. First of all, they put in a bunch more voices, including a child going, we're fired up is not exactly optimal vocal performance. I have nothing against child singers, but they do have to be able to hold their own and do it well. In this music video, I guess I'd call it a song. In this song, the child is clearly meant to act like a child, which obviously helps the plot, right? You want to have a child cheerleader, but it does ruin the integrity of the piece as a, musical performance. So I'm going to have to dock it points for that. In that case, instead of being in D tier, it's going to be in the F tier. Next, we're going to see, that's it for Zombies 1. Generally pretty good. Problem is these 2 reprises plus the bad songs just like bring it down to D and F. Those really hurt the average, and they got things like Someday to be just brought down as an average. If they got rid of all the reprises and the 1 F tier song, they could probably be at a high A average. Great movie. If they didn't put in all the garbage songs. Of course, this should be a lesson to Disney. Disney, if you're making a playlist of the music and the songs in a movie, do not put in the 1 minute of people singing and the reprises. Those are not new songs. We don't need them in the playlist. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Anyway, we're going to move on to Descendants 2 next in the order with Ways to be Wicked. A very interesting song where Mal is questioning whether she wants to still be a good person after the events of the first movie. This all takes place in a dream, and the song's about, like, these are the ways to be wicked. W-I-C-K-E-D. These are all the ways to be. W-I-C-K-E-D. These are... Anyway, a good song, great upbeat lyrics. I like the fact that it's all in a dream because it means I can't criticize the vocals. Sorry. It's all in a dream, which means I can't criticize the imagery. However, I will say that it's unfair that Jay didn't get a solo number in this song. He definitely deserved it. Give it to him. For that reason, it's going to go into B instead of the A tier. That's generally all I have to say about it. One more thing. There's actually one lyric where she says, like, I've got my own kind of invitation. That's a reference to the books. There are Descendants books. If this video gets 10,000 billion or 2 likes, then I will in fact read the books and give my commentary on them. Anyway, let's move on to What's My Name? What's My Name? Uma, Uma, Uma. A pretty decent song. Dude, there's one thing we have to talk about. Descendants 2 loves to do one thing, and they even do it at the start of the 3rd movie, where they give you 1 minute of white noise, where they sing the chorus once, and then just do the beat, like boom, they just let the beat play. Stop it. It's not good content. I don't want a minute of just a beat going boom, bum, boom, bada, boom. Like, the beats are not it. This is not the Fat Rat. You cannot do this, right? Like, if Eminem just stopped singing for a minute, you would not enjoy the song. Same thing with you, Disney. You're not Eminem. Stop it, okay? Just cut the song off. If the song's done, the song's done. You can have a 2-minute song. You don't need a 3-minute song. That's full of a... Anyway, What's My Name ruins itself with that exact logic. When Harry, the son of Captain Hook, drops his rap, it's fire. If they stopped it right there, this would be an A or S tier. But they didn't. They kept going for a minute of nothing. So it's going to fall all the way down to C. I'm not happy with that, Disney. Fix it. Next is Chillin' Like a Villain. Very simple song. Chillin' like a villain. There's no emotion, though. I'll be honest in saying that if you like this song, it's because you also like caramel brulee. Vanilla is your favorite flavor of ice cream. You like milk chocolate. You think dark chocolate is weird, and white chocolate is too sweet for you. This is a very basic song. It exists for those who don't really care about the emotion in the song. They want to put on a song and hear, chillin' like a villain. Okay, that's fine, but it's not going to go above B. I can maybe listen to this 3 or 4 times before I start to question the sanity of the person putting it on. And if it's me who's putting it on, yeah, still. Anyway, moving on, we're going to see Space Between. Space Between is one of the... Space Between, it's like, I don't know what you are going through. I'll be honest, I don't really remember the tempo at all for this song, which tells you all you need to know. It also falls straight into a pattern that I think you'll notice if you've watched Descendants 2, which is that Evie does nothing. She's the blue-haired son of the evil queen from Sleeping Beauty. Anyway, she doesn't do anything in this entire movie. I don't know why she's here. She follows around Mel, has this one song where she literally says, Mel, I'll go anywhere with you, and then that's it. That's pretty much her role in the movie done. She just follows around Mel for the rest of it. No character, no decisions. She didn't have to be here. Disney, if a character is not being used in the movie, you can either not put them in the movie, or you could give them something to do in the movie, which is why Space Between falls all the way down to C, despite the fact that it probably has the 2 best singers in the entire series. Actually, that would be kind of unfair to Ben. Ben also has a phenomenal voice, but he doesn't get to use it often in non-annoying ways. Anyway, next is It's Going Down. This is a very interesting song in which Uma and Mel and her gang have like a little bit of a rap battle. Kind of. It's like, give the one for the crown. If you don't, it's going down. Peace or war, it's up to you. Tell me what you gonna do. Anyway, great stuff. I like the beat. Problem is, this would definitely be an A if it didn't have this major flaw, which is that Ben starts singing. And Ben starts singing about how like, we don't have to fight. We can all be united. And then he hits a high note. And then Uma gets like the most auto-tune high note for no reason. Like Disney. As a musical number, right? It's very upsetting to me when tone switches sharply in a song more than once. One tone switch in a song could function, right? If you're like slow and then it builds up, that's fine for me. But if you're gonna start fast and loose and like hit me with it, then you're gonna slow down for like a minute, and then you're gonna go back to the fast and loose stuff. It makes me feel like you could just cut out the 1 minute and we'd have a good song, which is what should have happened in It's Going Down. If you cut out the Ben singing portion when the Uma high note, you're good. You've got a fantastic A song. Instead, it's going to be in the B tier. Last is You and Me, which is in the D tier. This is the ending song for Descendants 2. Descendants 2, the whole Descendants series actually has really bad ending songs. Same with Zombies. They don't know how to do them right. I don't just want to hear pop singing like a musical dance number. This is going to go in the D tier instead of the F tier because they show the moon at the exact 1 minute 17 second mark, which made me think about Zombies 2 for a few seconds, and I went, ow, which was pretty funny. So we're going to end that there. That's about Descendants 2. What do I got to say? I got to say you should cut out a couple songs, stop the 1 minute of nothing, and I think you'd do much better. Also give Evie more roles. She deserves it. Moving on to Descendants 3. This and the first movie have really stepped up the quality of their songs. We're going to start with Good to Be Bad. Ooh, I'm going to try to do this one for you guys. I will not be able to, though. But, embarrassment is not a problem for me. It's good to be bad, and we're proof of that. Used to be lost, now on the map. Used to steal stacks, now we're giving back. Giving back. Oh, a phenomenal song. Man, this is what they got to do for every Descendants song, and I'd be perfect. It's just great. Yeah, it's like, rep your block. Everybody rep your block. I could listen to this for an hour, probably. New video idea? No, okay. There's not much to say. It's a great song. I love the lyrics. I love the tempo. A few things took it out of S tier. The first is that, like, the second to last 30 seconds is kind of just nothing, right? They have, like, second to last 30 seconds just don't have much going. The same pause mistake, but it's more forgivable here because it's only about 30 seconds. Then they jump back into the good chorus. Also, I feel like the island, the imagery is kind of strange. Like, the island is full of a bunch of poor people, right? But now these people are, like, rich, right? Like, the villains could just come back and give people better clothes. Money isn't discussed as an issue here. Money isn't, like, really brought up at all in the series. So I'm not sure why they wouldn't just, like, get them better clothes, help them, especially if you're going to be, like, rep your block. I don't know, it's weird. Also, they definitely should not be singing good to be bad. They are no longer bad. They are good. They should sing it's good to be good. And we're proof of that. Like, that would be much more sense. So yeah, that's generally it. I think all of these flaws can be looked over by the fact that the song is just better. Better than all the flaws. Second is Queen of Mean, which for some reason has 400 million views on YouTube. More than any other song in this entire movie for no reason. Queen of Mean is not good. It goes like, so I could be the ruler, the dark and the bad, and there's a devil on my shoulder, and he's calling where the angels used to be, and he's calling me the Queen of Mean. And it's like, I don't care. It's not good. It's slow for the first like minute and a half, and then afterwards it gets better. It surely ramps up, but then it's just like it ramps up to a decent song. If it stayed the whole time as like the last minute or so, if the last minute or so was the whole song, it'd be great. It'd be great. Truly. I would probably put it in A, maybe B. But I'm not going to wait 2 minutes of nothing to get to a mediocre song. It's not happening, Disney. Stop watching it on YouTube. Stop giving it all the views it deserves. It's way worse than Good to Be Bad. Next is another little ballad, Happy Birthday. It's 37 seconds long. It's when the girl from Queen of Mean becomes evil, and she's like, happy birthday. It's not creepy. It's not funny. 37 seconds long, D tier. Super fast. Sorry, Queen of Mean is going in C if I didn't say that. Night Falls, C. As the night falls. That's pretty much it. It's not very good. It's we got them out number 1 to 50. This is the like triet song, I guess, between Uma, Mel, and Evie. I guess everyone kind of sings a little bit. Nothing really happens. It's mostly them fighting against armor. It's like, hit them till the armor cracks, till the night we will stand. Ba, ba, ba. It's okay. It's okay. I'll give it that. I didn't like it. Nothing interesting happened. It was okay. It could function as a song. I don't know. It's honestly hard to give you my thoughts on something so dreary and boring. What's your thoughts on toast? Like, it's hard to say. I mean, I could eat toast, but I'm not going to rant about it or say, like, it's rave about it. Like, I can't rant or rave about toast. I can't rant or rave about Night Falls. It's okay. Functional. We'll put it in C. Next is You Do What You Gotta Do. Oh, yeah. This is a great song. This is the song that really brings me back into the Descendants 3 vibe. Spoilers. Mel meets her dad, Hades, yeah, literally from Greek mythology. And he has a song about why it was correct for him to abandon her as a kid, about how it made, my love would have made you softer. And of course he's rocking out the whole time on an air guitar, talking about how domestic, like, leaving her as a child was the best thing he could have done for her. I don't understand how this was approved for a Disney movie. It feels strange. He's not really even portrayed as the villain, right? Like, they should have at least said, or like had Mel say that he was wrong. But honestly, she just duetted with him. And then he said, let's dance. And they just danced for a minute. It's astonishing that this got into a Disney movie. A tier. And then they hit you with the best song in the entire Descendants franchise. By a mile. By a mile. This is honestly the best lyrics and the best song in the entirety of the 6 movies, which is One Kiss. I can't do this justice, but I will try for you all. One kiss, it all comes down to this. One kiss. I can't do it justice. Watch it on YouTube, listen to it. It's phenomenal. It perfectly encapsulates the idea of wanting to make a decision, knowing what your decision is, already knowing what you have to do, and just not doing it because you're delaying. Phenomenal imagery. I like it. It's just a great song. It's going in the A tier. It's going in the S tier. My mistake. This is an S tier song. Any flaw you could possibly have with it is just completely drowned out by the fact that it's just better. It's just better as a musical masterpiece than any of its flaws. Next is My Once Upon a Time, sung by Mal, which is pretty decent. It starts pretty interesting. It's like, here you are alone, and you deserve it. Your friends have turned to stone, and that's on you. And then it's kind of escalation. It like builds up a little bit. It starts slow, then it gets faster and faster and faster and faster and faster until it's like, they'll say once upon a time a girl flew higher. I can't do that note, but I'll try it for you guys. Anyway, it's a great song. I like it. It's okay. Let me rephrase that. I like it. It's a pretty good song. It's decent. It starts slow. As it gets faster, it's a good build-up. It makes me a fan. I'm happy with it, but I'm not going to put it above B tier because I feel like I couldn't listen to this often. Like, I've listened to it 4 times, and already I'm kind of getting annoyed. I'm like, okay, we get it. You're gonna, build up. But, like, stop it. It's 3 minutes for 30 seconds of a decent, good punch. But from everything else in this playlist, or I guess in these movies, you've already heard better punches with things like Bam or better build-ups from, like, one day. Or Someday, sorry. So Someday and, like, Bam already have better build-ups and punches. So I don't really see why we need this song to be anywhere above B. That's generally my thing. Last is going to be Break This Down. This is the exit song for Descendants 3. Man, I can't even... I don't remember the tempo at all. It's like, bringing it, bringing it down. I give it way more credit. That's not what it sounds like. Basically, it's super boring. A lot of dumb stuff. The chorus is not very good. We're gonna break this down. We're gonna rock the town. I don't know. Honestly, I could just guess 1,000 beats and they all sound fine because it's just the same pop garbage that you've probably already heard if you've listened to any song ever. Probably. So I'm not gonna give it much credit. It's gonna go straight in the F tier. I don't like it. It's painful. I think this is the only song that I wanted to turn off. Am I right? Yeah. Look into my review. This is one of the only songs I struggled to get through twice before writing my initial review. So much autotune, stock beat. But whatever, that's Descendants 3, baby. The whole Descendants series. My wrap-up, One Kiss is the best song for sure. Descendants 3 and Descendants 1 have way better music than Descendants 2. Descendants 2 could be better, give Evie more screen time. The fact that Jay didn't get a single beat or a single, actual verse is unfair. Give him more singing time. I bet his voice is good. He's definitely the best character. Yeah. Moving on to Zombies 2, where we're going to see the first Home Depot beat from We Got This, where it's like, bump, dump, we got this, build together, we'll stop this. It's Home Depot. Literally, the entire beat is Home Depot music, and then they just sing boring lyrics that aren't very interesting as a completely unrelated to cheer activity goes on. Not good. If you like it, stop, listen to Bam. It's just better than We Got This. So We Got This is going in F. Yeah, there's not much to say. Next. Oh, yeah. Allow me to serenade you with my voice. We own the night. Yeah, we own what we own. Oh, we own the night. Hopefully that you guys understood just how much joy this song brings in me. This is We Own the Night. S tier. She's the alpha, she's the leader, she's the one to trust. We're wolves. We own the night. If you guys are not jamming out when this song comes on, you are not in the pack. That's the rule. Yeah, I don't have to say much about this song. If I didn't put an S tier, I would be murdered for sure. This is just like, yeah. It also answers some of life's greatest questions. What's worse than their bark? Their bite. Who owns the night? They do. Fantastic. Fantastic stuff. Then I'm going to move on to Like the Zombies Do. Do it like the zombies do. Brush your fangs when you wake up. Go to bed, do your makeup. Go to bed, don't stay up. Pretty simple stuff. Do it like the zombies do. Pretty good stuff. It's a decent song, nice beat. Honestly, it's upbeat. It tells you how to live your life, but it's also about being a bit rebellious. Only problem with it, and the only reason it's not an A tier, is that there's this one character in Zombies 2. If you've watched it, you know who it is. You know which of the wolves it is. Every time she talks or sings, it's just annoying. So it's unfortunate, but this is going to bring the song all the way down to B tier. She's like, wag your tail like a Labrador. It's like, yeah, okay. I don't like this. That's why Like the Zombies Do and a few other songs go all the way down to B instead of A. So it's unfortunate, but it's got to happen. Last is Gotta Find Where I Belong. If any of you have listened to Keshi, you have listened to Gotta Find Where I Belong. This song is very slow. There's a lot of build-up for nothing. It just builds up. There's no actual drop. There's no better. So that's why this is going to go straight into the F tier. Not a fan. I don't like Cashews. Don't like his music, so it's just not going anywhere. Yeah, especially considering in the next movie, she finds out where she belongs. So no. Call to the Wild. Next song is going to be in the D. It's This is the Call to the Wild. That's way too much credit. It doesn't sound like that. It's more like, we are the call. We are the call. We are the call to the wild. I listened to it 4 times. I still can't remember the tempo. This tells you all you need to do. No, I'm not going to keep repeating myself. It's a D tier. It's like a minute and a half long, 2 minutes long, something like that, 2.5 minutes. Too short to actually be considered a song, and just not good enough to be considered a song. So, no, it just talks about family. So it's going to go in the D tier. Last is I'm Winning. This is, if any of you have listened to Epic Rap Battles of History, you've listened to I'm Winning done better. I don't care which one you watched. Any rap is better than this. Basically, it's about Bucky versus Zed having a rap about who should be the presidents. If you need someone who will represent you, I'm winning. Need someone who will get things done, I'm winning. And then Bucky gets on the rap and he's like, he's a zombie. Guys. Like, it's stupid. They do a thing where I would probably put this higher with like C or B if they followed the rules of a rap. In a rap, I make my bars, I put my lines out, you put your bars out, you put your lines out, I put my bars, it's back and forth, right? In this song, it's I say half of a line and then you interrupt me to finish it and it still rhymes. Then you try to say one sentence and I interrupt you to finish with my rhyme. This makes it so there's no actual good burns, right? It's just like, they need someone who's great. I'm the mate. It's like, okay, I get it. Like, you guys can interrupt each other, but I'm not going to remember this song or actually decide who wins, which hurts me. So it's going to go straight to D. Next is Someday. This could be ordinary. If it feels like I've already sung that twice, I have. This is the reprise for the third time, for some reason. So yeah, it's only a minute long. It's not getting any credit this time. Disney stopped doing it, going straight into D tier. Last is One for All. This is going to go in the C tier. It's hard to put in C tier, but I'm going to have to because I want to put one ending song. It's like, one for all used to be divided. One's for all, now we're united. One for all, this party ain't pride. It's about acceptance. It's about like, we love you guys. We love the wolves now. Yeah, baby, we're all for one. Woohoo! Sure, it's going to go in C tier. I don't like it. I'm not going to listen to it often enough. I don't like the dull. There's no emotion. It's hard to honestly review this song. It's another piece of toast. I'm not going to review it. Nobody likes it. There's no one for all defenders who are going to criticize me for not giving it a proper review. It's C tier. Next, we're going to move into Zombies 3. That's the end of Zombies 2. What can I say? Generally bad songs. Only carried by one wolf song, which is We Own the Night. Everything else is just bad in the entire... Yeah, pretty much everything else besides... Oh, okay, like the Zombies 2 is pretty good. But besides that, everything else is just pretty dull. Man, this is a skippable movie. If the wolves weren't in it... Okay, if one wolf wasn't in it, we would not watch it. But because of only the alpha wolf, we'll watch this entire movie. Next, Zombies 3. Starts with Fired Up, the Zombies 3 version. If, of course, you might have heard, it's fired up, we're fired up, you're fired up. I said it earlier, multiple times. You're not getting away with it, Disney. D tier. Oh, man. And now a song that I truly cannot stomach. Alien Invasion. 6 minutes of runtime. 6 minutes. Can you imagine? 6 minutes. I had to listen to this 4 times. That's 24 minutes of my life. Almost a half an hour. If I listen to the song again, that's half an hour of my life gone. I cannot stand this song. So let's compare this with another author, another visionary. Are you aware of the Fat Rat? He made songs like do 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 do. Basically, this song is kind of ripping off on those, right? It's like the cyber genre, the neon stuff, the fast, the beats, However, they did a very ingenious decision. They kept the auto-tune, but they completely removed the beat in the background. Makes it brilliant, because now it's more like Alien Invasion. And boom, I can perfectly recreate this song with nothing but my mouth and no instruments. And it's also 6 minutes long, but that's not 6 minutes of content. That's about 2 or 3 minutes of content and 3 minutes of silence or random cars being hit by laser beams. It's garbage. The song is not good. Do not listen to it. If you're an Alien Invasion defender, you must leave my channel. You are incorrect. Your opinion on this entire franchise has just been compromised in my eyes. Next is Ain't No Doubt About It. This one's quite interesting. So basically, Ain't No Doubt About It is talking about how Zed and Allison are in love, but they're not sure yet, right? With how things are going to go. It's like, we got to be on the same page, because there ain't no doubt about it. We know what we are doing, but we're only 17. So Allison would just jump in every couple of bars and say, but aren't we 17? But how do we know, right? And it's fantastic. I like it. It's nice tempo-y, nice poppy. I honestly can't just do it justice with just my voice. Listen to it if you want. It's not mandatory to listen to. Nobody's defending this song. No one will gaslight if you. No one will hunt you down if you don't listen to it. It's okay. We'll give it a B tier. I think it's pretty comedic. I like the funny joke of I think it's comedic that Allison points out that they are in fact only 17 and they're planning to spend the rest of their lives together, poking fun at a bit of the Disney tradition. So that's good. Good on you, Disney. Doesn't change the fact that it's still a boring movie. Whoa, who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Let's move on. Moving on to Utopia in the D tier. It's 1 minute of just them going Utopia and dancing in the background. I'm not going to defend this. It's just D tier. It's not a song. Next is Come On Out. Come On Out. This is going to be like a C tier song, I think, at best. Yeah, we'll put that in C tier. Come On Out. It's about come on out now. We are hunters. We're all around you. No, we are monsters. Cause we will find you. Pretty good stuff. Yeah, it's okay. Look, the comments on this video make me automatically put it in C tier. Otherwise, the song would probably be B. But there's someone in the comments who says they get, quote, chills every time he says the lyric, we are hunters. Oh, sorry, we are monsters. And I can't, you can't be getting chills from the Zombies soundtrack. They're 18, by the way. They put it in their comment. You can't do that. So yeah, that's going to go down to C for that. This is not that good a song. It's okay. There's no wow, no wahoo factor. No wahoo. Nothing that makes me want to watch it again. Way worse than We Own the Night. So Wolves need to step up too. Moving on is I'm exceptional Zed to all my family and friends. So I just gotta get up out of my head. Great song, I love it. Good stuff, positive energy, let you know that you are exceptional. A tier, fantastic, not much to say against it. Doesn't really carry the whole movie, so it's not gonna go in S tier. And they did reprise it literally 5 minutes later, so that's why it can't be an S. Next, of course, is Exceptional Zed reprise, 47 seconds. It's 47 seconds, and he literally just says, I'm Exceptional Zed. So are my family and friends. So I just gotta get up out of my head. And then the melody kicks in for the rest of it. Why, Disney? Why is this in the playlist? Disney made these playlists. Disney made the playlist of Zombies music and put this in. Remove it, please. That's why it's gonna get D tier. Last is I'm Finally Me, where Allison shows off that she's in fact finally her. Man, I got nothing to say about this. I can try to sing it though. I'm finally me. I'm gonna shout it out, who's lost but now been found. Yeah, it's literally pop. It's played at a middle school dance. Nobody would notice. Nobody would say it's out of the ordinary. They'd just say, oh, another song, cool. We're up to 7. So yeah, this is gonna go in the C tier. I could probably listen to it. The end is nice when she starts like cheerleading and dancing. It also does like a big tone shift though. At the beginning, it's like, my head's been spinning around in circles. Stuff like that, short like that. So yeah, we'll give that, sorry about that. So we're gonna give that C tier. I don't like it, nothing happens. Second to last is Someday. Someday, could we be some, oh, wait a minute, you've heard this 4 times. 4 times, Disney, stop it. No, D tier, you can't do this. Last is Nothing But Love. I'm going to rant a bit about the plot of Zombies 3. Basically, Allison leaves, right, Earth. She's an alien. She goes with her species to a different planet. They're leaving. And her and Zed have to live with the fact that they're probably never going to see each other again. They have a touching moment, and as they leave, they have, like, it's generally an emotional moment for the movie, right? These 2 people love each other. They were in love for the last 2 movies and this one. And now they have to separate permanently. And you know it's what's good for them. Both of them made the correct decision, objectively, but it's still sad. Until 10 seconds later when they randomly come back because actually Earth is the perfect planet for the aliens. Wahoo! Disney, man, you had like this close to just making a good emotional movie that had impact, and they just threw it away, punted it away, and said, everyone's back together, power. Not cool, not cool. But anyway, they justify it by giving the song Nothing But Love, which is phenomenal. We got nothing but love for you, and we know you got it for us too. Nothing but love for you, and we know you got it for us too. So just be you, cause nobody else can be you. Dude, good stuff, good song, good message, nice beats. The wolves hop up and they're like, if we ever disagree, we'll just do like zombies do, which is a reference to a better song from a different movie, last movie. So yeah, I'm just going to give that straight up into an A tier. Good song, doesn't justify the end of the Zombies movie. So that's it. That's the movie, songs, all 48 songs from those 3 movies. However, we got 4 bonus songs for you guys because... Sorry, we got 5 bonus songs for you guys because they don't just end here. Disney, for promoting Zombies 2, had 2 cut songs. Sorry, 1 cut song from Disney Zombies 2, 1 cut song from Zombie 3, 1 from the TV show, 1 from a collaboration to promote Zombies 2, and one that they made specially for Descendants. So we're going to go through all of them. The first is Flesh and Blood, which is from Zombies 2, a cut song from what I know. And it's, hear it getting louder, a call for revolution, and then, oh, 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 this is a declaration, oh, 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 of a new generation. It's now or never, we're in this together, I. So yeah, decent song. We're going to give that a B tier. It's good. The problem is, Zed comes on for about 40 seconds to just like do nothing. He gives like a really boring slow part in an upbeat song, which I just can't accept. So it's gonna go to B instead of A. Last is The New Kid in Town with Baby Ariel, Zombies 2 collab. I mean, it's an actual song. Yeah, it's about I've never met someone so perfect. There ain't no other way to word it. You get the looks of a model. He's magic like a genie in a bottle. Good stuff. I like it. It's an actual song, though. Like, this is completely ruining the integrity of this list to put this anywhere above A tier. It's an A tier song because it's a song. It's an actual song. Like, duh, it's going to be in the A tier. I'm not going to put an S, though, because I will say it's worse than One Kiss. And if any of you disagree with me on that, you're probably wrong and a hater. So that's why it's going to go in A tier, which is hilarious to me that just actual Descendants music is better than, just better than an actual song. Phenomenally done from you guys, Disney. Boom, one win. 51 misses. Just kidding. Next, we're going to go into More Than a Mystery, which is B tier. I don't even know how to sing this. Is there anyone out there? I'm just trying to find where I can finally see myself. Live the dream, not the nightmare. Honestly, I'm sorry, I have the lyrics pulled up for this song because I cannot understand it. I forgot it all entirely. We're going to put it in the B tier. We're going to put it in the B tier. Yeah, we're going to put it in the B tier only because there's like a show. It's called Addison's Moonstone Mystery, which comes out between Zombies 2 and Zombies 3. It's already completely spoiled by the entirety of the Zombies 3 movie, so we know everything that's going to happen in it. Well, it's already out, but even if you haven't watched it, you've just watched the movies, you already know what's happened in it. But it's only 5 hours and 8 episodes. We should totally watch it. I don't know who you are. Random person in the YouTube void, comment. We should watch it together. B tier. Last we got What Is This Feeling? Which is a phenomenal song, actually. It's like, that word, called love. It's dangerous, that word. It's gonna make us go crazy. When you're in love, you're at the top of the pyramid. Gotta get back up again, I'll cheer you forever. Swear there's nothing better. Great song. Phenomenal. It was gonna be put into Zombies 3, but they didn't. Where one of the aliens tries to like wonder about what love is. If they put it in, Zombies 3 would be my favorite Zombies movie, for sure. Great song. I would put it in S if it was actually in the movie, but since it isn't, I'm going to throw it down into A because it's just like a bonus song. Last is VK Mashup, Villain Kid Mashup, for those of you who are uninitiated. Basically, they just take about a 40, 45, 30, one verse, any amount of seconds, snippet from every of the Descendants songs that are like popular, and they just shoved them together and said, that's it. It's going in D tier, not a song. All right, final scores, guys. Descendants 1 has 2 A tier songs, 1 B tier song, 2 C tier songs, and 1 F tier song. Zombies 1 has 1 S tier song, 2 A tier songs, 2 B tier songs, 1 C tier song, 2 D tier songs, 2 F tier songs. Descendants 2 has 3 B tier, 2 C tier, 1 B tier. Descendants 3 has 1 S, 2 A, 1 B, 2 C, 2 D, 1 F. Zombies 2 has 1 S, 1 B, 1 C, 3 D, 2 F. Zombies 3 has 2A, 2B, 1C, 4D, 1F, and then the extras have 2As, 2Bs, 1D. Generally, the average highest score is from Descendants 2, whose songs average out as a B, which is quite upsetting considering the fact that Descendants 3 and Descendants 1 both have better songs in general, and I would say a stronger album. However, both of those do have an F tier song, which went really badly into the rankings, and yeah, Descendants 1 had a couple of C tier songs, and as did Descendants 3, had a couple of C tier and a couple of D tier, which quite just destroyed the reputation from Descendants 2. Descendants 2 also has like a big advantage in that they only have a total of 6 songs, right? So they don't really have much chances to miss. Even though they have no A tier songs, they still manage to sneak it out on top. Generally good competition. I think personally, my ranking of the songs by movies, it goes Descendants, Descendants 3, Zombies 1, Zombies 3, Descendants 2. Scratch that. I have to put Zombies 2. Okay. Zombies 2 has to be first because it has the wolf howling song. If I don't put that, I'm going to get killed. After that, my actual list would go Descendants 1, Descendants 3, Zombies 1, Zombies 3, Descendants 2. That's my lyric. Personally, I think Descendants 2 is the weakest songs in the whole collection, but either way, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my tier list. If you have any disagreements, any comments, any concerns at all about my objective, correct ranking, you must do two things for me. First is submit a at least minimum 2,000 character response down in the comments below. You must also submit a picture of your tie. You don't have to submit a picture of your tie, but I do need a full formulated argument for why you're right. If you don't have that, and if you don't provide one, and if I can't actually prove to you that I'm better, and if it's not so basically if you don't have a decent, well-constructed, correct argument, then you automatically have to agree with me. That's it, guys. You conceded it all. This is the official, going forward, the official tier list of all the Zombies and Descendants songs. If you disagree with any of it, you're objectively incorrect, but if you'd like to prove me otherwise, you're welcome to try. Yeah, I'm accepting any criticism for any guru who's heard more of these songs more than me. I do ask, though, that you don't listen to any song once before having a comment. Please at least listen to it twice with a few minutes, few hours delay in between. Thank you very much for all coming to my phenomenal TED Talk. If you did sit through this whole video, drop a subscribe, and I hope you all have a phenomenal day. Peace.